Hey, welcome back to Cedar Porch Homestead. I'm JR, and today we're going to be moving these guys out on grass because we need to make room here in this brooder for some new chicks. Okay, the first thing we have to do is knock the dust off this little chicken tractor here that we've used in the past. Now with its size, we're going to be able to do about 12 or 13 birds comfortably in each one of these tractors, but we only have one right now. So here in the next week or so, I'm going to have to build another one so we can separate the 24 that are actually going out on the grass. So as my daughter is going to be moving this tractor into place, we're going to be moving this alongside our quail that are already out on grass. So one of the things we're finding out with our chicken tractor here is because Miss Ashlyn is going to be handling this day to day because this is her enterprise now, raising these chickens up for meat. She's going to be the one that's going to be moving these chicken tractors up twice a day. So we want to make it as easy as possible and comfortable. So moving this, even though we put wheels on it last time, it's still a little tough with the rope that we have on there. So I saw a little trick of using a water hose, and we're going to be putting that on the did you hit yourself? So we're going to be using a water hose to put on that string so that she has a little bit more to grip and a little bit more that she's going to be able to pull. So we're going to try that and see if it makes it any easier for her. Let's see if that helps.
All right.
How's that work?
Better. I'm still a little too short though. It works. Just a big step.
All right, now that she's got that in place, I need to turn off our electric fence. Because if you don't know how much these hurt, let's give you a little reminder. And that was fun for all of us to see. You ready to move some chicks?
Yeah. They're so ugly, they look like tiny vultures.
Okay, we got all the chicks moved, which is awesome. They are doing wonderful already out on their grass. Now, they are 3.5 weeks old. They are almost completely fully feathered. Now, it is September here in South Texas, which is not like September in most places because we are still dealing with mid to upper 90s as our highs, and the lows are only going down into the 80s. So those guys, even at 3.5 weeks old, are going to do absolutely fine out on grass, out without a heat lamp. They've actually been inside my shop over the last 3.5 weeks, and we've been kind of weaning them off a heat lamp anyways. So they are going to be absolutely fine out there at 3.5 weeks in our climate. Now, if you're up north, you're a little bit colder, this might not be an option for you to move them out that fast. However, for us, it is, so we do it. So now we run into the dilemma of what we can do with this brooder because we have about 5 or 6 more chicks that are coming in this evening that we're going to overwinter so that in the spring, they are going to be right in their stride, laying and doing our egg production because personally, that's the way I like to raise our pullets, is I like to get whatever we're going to do for next year in the like September, October time. And that way in 4 or 5 months, we're coming right into our spring and they're hitting that peak time of where they're going to start laying eggs for us. So that's something to consider if you're in our climate, you're in our area and you have that option. it's a good idea. We have a lot of wood chips in the bottom of our brooder. Now, rather than stacking that up to bring those new chicks in, we're going to clean this out because that is not trash. Do not put that out in your trash. That is compost. So Miss Ashlyn right there has got a lot of work. She's going to be cleaning that out, and I'm going to watch.
That's nasty. I felt the poop come up like. It's not good.
Okay, so one of the things we absolutely love doing with all our brooders or our coops is we put like a vinyl plank flooring on the bottom, and that is to create a waterproof surface that's super easy to clean. You don't have any parasite issues that are able to grow in that, so that helps out a lot. And typically from the different projects we've done in the past, I always kind of have some LVP or luxury vinyl plank flooring laying around, but you can get that stuff discontinued at one of the box stores for fairly cheap, especially if you're doing a small coop. Just something to think about. Okay, so when it comes to using your pine shavings for bedding, one of the best things you can possibly do with it is create compost. Now that, in conjunction with all that chicken manure that's mixed in, is going to create some amazing soil. All right, so this little one here talked me into getting the right amount of chicks, but not the chicks that I really wanted, so we'll let her show you. So I wanted all barred rocks because when I buy chicks, I like to have them all one breed. That way I know mentally when I got a specific breed, when it's time to rotate those out, and it helps me like switching up the breeds and keeping it consistent. However, little Miss Thing just fell in love with some Americanas, which are Easter eggers that were in this group. So we ended up with a couple of Easter eggers too.
It's so cute. I had to get it. Alright, buddy. Here's your food. Here's your water. Sorry. So, what I'm doing is I'm just letting them know where the food is and where the water is. And then setting them down.
All right, and just like that, we now have 24 birds out on grass. We've got 5 more layers that we're starting to bring up as day-old chicks. And, well, we're just kind of overrun with chickens and poultry because, again, we have quail there, quail out on pasture. We've got quail in the aviary. We've got chickens that are in the laying coop over there. We have birds everywhere, but they all serve a purpose, and they are all adding to our backyard homestead. And as always, if you like our videos, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we come out with new videos. Leave us a comment or a question below. We love hearing from you guys. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much.